Hey, what's up everyone? I want to talk about an interesting art project that I did sometime last year. So this was a street art project, a subversive street art project that was meant to capture the attention of people and get them to think like, what? I did this in Bangalore in Koramangala. If you're not from Bangalore, Koramangala is the startup hub. It's where Flipkart, Swiggy, all of these guys started. Most startup offices are based in Koramangala. So this was the right crowd for the kind of thing I was doing. Expectedly or unexpectedly, this ended up going viral. So it was featured on Factor Daily, which is one of India's biggest startup publications. It was trending on Reddit India. A lot of stuff happening on Twitter, conversations on Facebook, Twitter groups, startup folks talking about this like, are we in peak bubble? Right? And this was really fun to watch because as this was happening, I put a link, I put a URL in the posters, and I was actually getting real responses. If you've walked around a street in India, you've probably seen these posters around, and you just sort of block this out. You're just like, yeah, it's spam on in the streets. So it took that format of PG for boys and turned it into VC for startups. I made these intentionally ugly posters to make them look like as if they'd made an MS Word. So stretched out text, bold, highlighted, and then I had to come up with like an identity for it as well. So right on the top, I put this thing which is Shri Hari Prasad Ventures. It's like Om symbols on both sides. VC for startups looking for exciting startups in tech, blockchain, stuff like that. Just the worst shit that you think of. So I printed these out, and this was like my first like art project where I'm actually going and like vandalizing shit in public. So I was a little apprehensive, so I went at night, went to certain key locations, so like outside some startup offices that I know, Costa Coffee, Third Wave. So I just picked a few, whatever, and just posted a bunch of these there, like 6 in a row. Did that, came back home, went to sleep, forgot about it. Day 1, nothing happens. Nobody's actually seen these yet, I think. Day 2, I started getting responses. At the bottom of that poster, I'd put a URL to shpventures.com, which was also an ugly site made to look like the flyer. But you could actually submit a startup pitch there. And people were doing this. People were submitting real startup pitches for companies that they were running. Stuff just started flowing in. There were 10 responses, 20 responses, 30. And then somebody posted this on Reddit. And it really picked up on Reddit. It was #1 on Reddit India. And suddenly the responses all changed to more satire. Like people on Reddit were submitting real responses. This was meant to be like a pseudonymous project where I don't reveal my identity. So I just made up some sort of artist name for it. I call it Kida, which is supposed to be like a bug. So it was supposed to be a bug in real life. So it's like a glitch where you see it and it just catches your attention. You're like, wait, what is that? That's not supposed to be there. So this happens, and then day 3, I get an email. So along with the form, I set up a contact me here just to see what it was like. I got a message from Factor Daily, and Factor Daily is one of the biggest startup publications in India. And they were like, we found this really interesting. So we explore stuff in the intersection of tech, culture, and we saw this. We don't know who you are, but do you want to say some stuff about it? And I was like, heck yeah. So then we exchanged some emails back and forth about what it was about, what was the meaning behind it. And this is the article. You can check out that full thing. I'll leave a link in the description. And the responses just increase, and people start talking about this everywhere. My own friends are talking about this on Facebook, on Twitter. The reason I did this anonymously rather than putting my name out there is in Bangalore, it's not hard to imagine that a real PG startup would do this as a growth hack just to get users. So I didn't really want people to see it, be like, oh, that's funny. Okay, startups are getting creative these days. I want to be with no commercial purpose where somebody's just done this for fun to just play around with people's minds so that when you see it, you're like, what the fuck? So then eventually the posters, other PG people just plastered over them, responses stopped. But in this video, I'm going to talk about some of those responses, some real responses that I received. I have a full Excel sheet of these. In total, this received 120 responses. And a lot of them real, a lot of them trolls from Reddit. This is what they were. I'm not sure I'll be able to put it up on the screen because of the sensitive information. but let me read a few. So the first few were like, please give me more information. I am the Alibaba of India. Hey, I need some startup fund for new launching world's best chat messenger with buyers and seller persona platforms. Thanks, Bharat. The next big thing in logistics is Ola Trucks. I'm building a new way of approaching users by marketing local enterprises. An online travel agency with B2B and B2C. In capitals, e-commerce selling grocery and vegetable items in a rural village. I have many startup ideas. One idea is to create an app exclusively for underwears. It is called the Cheddy Company. Poop. It is poop. Very poopy. Just one sentence is enough. A cognitive and disruptive CBEP. CBEP. You know, CBEP. We solve problems of last mile delivery in fintech domain through the use of blockchain technology applied on top of our custom built predictive engine dashboard using cutting edge machine learning and deep neural nets. Nice. I like that. Pretty sweet. Kida Prasad. Finger licking good. KFC. Nice. I got KFC pitching to me. PC Gurude. Tinder for engineers and Librandos. Yeah, this is Reddit. We are the Airbnb of disrupting the flat hierarchy model. We use blockchain also to scale too much fast. Yeah. Nice. My startup is amazing. You will love working with me. I have great buzzword vocabulary, plus I have the best business plan. Send me a message to find out why startups hate me. I like Prancho, I like how you're building FOMO for me. I like that. Oh, this is a big one. Aggregate of intercity taxis only, no intercity operations. Modus operandi? A query comes from a customer, say needs to go to Bangalore to Trivandrum. This query goes directly to our registered taxi operators. We take 300 per taxi from taxi operators. Application is ready. Just need money for marketing. Why the solution? Because Ola and Uber have taxis attached to them for within the city transport. This will work. And the service cannot be standardized by Ola and Uber. In 2017, that was true. They have intercity now. Wastage of inventory, return empty. It's the biggest problem for taxi operator as well as customer. Bidding process will bring down fares. This is real. I'm just thinking about it, right? You're walking down the street, you see a poster which says Sri Hari Prasad Venture, VC for startups. Aren't you immediately going to scream scam? This is a scam. But no, we have real responses here. We have food tech disruptors. We have free international calls globally. Extract oil from seeds without using motor. Maybe I will put it up on the screen because a lot of this is interesting, but it's going to be difficult blocking it out. So I'm going to have to work a little bit on this because the fields are there's name, there's email, there's description. In the description, people put their phone numbers, email IDs, their real names, their real startup names. We're going to read some stuff from Reddit also now. SHP Ventures. Alas, it is a parody. You're part of it, right? No. Yes, you are. No, he's not. Man, printing posters and buying domains for karma on Reddit. Wow. No, man. I wish I posted that on Reddit. I didn't do that. No karma for me. Except this video, maybe. Somebody please post it on Reddit. Is this on Maharaja Signal, Kormangla? Based on that Kurl board, Goli and Andhra Bank, it's probably part of that L-shaped wall in front of Third Wave Cafe. I was literally there 15 minutes back. Mapalsa, you'll miss this, dude. You missed this. You missed it. This is the first time I'm telling this story. Close friends of mine know I've done this before. If you thought this was funny, if you thought this was interesting, do share this with somebody in the startup field who very likely saw this in 2017 and thought, man, we're in a bubble right now. We're in a bubble, yeah. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, leave a like on this video. Shit like that helps me keep moving forward, and it presumably helps other people find this in the YouTube algorithm. I have more videos on my channel where I talk about design, stuff that I've done, just general things. You can check that out. Been with the shit, stash of honey in the walls. All my diamonds flooded, ain't no middle of the mall. I do have people's email IDs, the people who submitted stuff. Do you think I should send them an email with a link to this video which says, yo, you just got punked? Drop a comment and let me know. My
Fiji crystals drip. Stupid